Hi everybody, this is a game called Heat Signature. It's a super fun game, very simple to play, hard to master. I think it would be the saying for it. Basically when you start, you've got a couple of dudes to pick from. So I've been playing Corona, and if you just go to this desk and click E, then you can pick whichever one you want. You have all kinds of shops to buy stuff here. You've got a stash you can use to store weapons from ships that you go in and do your missions from. Over here is the mission board. So again, press E to bring up the mission board. You get types of missions. So I'll go through this one. We're going to go and do an easy mission. It's capture. There's an alarm response, which means if they detect you on the ship, they'll sound the alarm and you've got to kill the captain before this time runs out. The controls are pretty simple. I'll explain them when we get to our first mission. So you just point and press your left mouse button to move forward, and your right mouse button for like a brake or move backwards. You need to go to the ships and hook on that little thing at the end. Right, so use the WAS and D keys to move around, and the scroll wheel to zoom in and out, and that's the dude we need to capture. So when you press space, it kind of stops, it pauses time. And you've got a collision detection over here, which shows you how many people's on the ship. And what we need to do is move around, and now we need to capture that dude. So we don't want to kill it, so we need something that will just stun it, which is this one. So it says concussion knocks people unconscious for the foreseeable future. So whilst the game's paused with spacebar, you use your right mouse button, left mouse button here. You can assign any of things just by clicking your left mouse button. But we want the wrench, so left mouse button. If we want to put a gun into our right mouse button, we'd select whichever tool we wanted and then click the right mouse button. It's only when we go over here and click on the screen with our left or right mouse button that it'll actually do anything. So just so I don't noob it up, I will shoot the concussion gun. No, I won't. I'll use the wrench here. So hover over the target you want to hit. You could zoom in a little bit more, and then you see a little line going over, and then once you let go of your left mouse button, it goes straight over. Now if you press spacebar straight away again, it pauses it straight away. So we're going to shoot this captain. So let's select a nice gun that'll kill people. There we go, lethal. Cause people to die, usually forever. And then we'll just hover over them, right click and hold, and then when you've lined it up, just press it, and then you can pause it straight away again afterwards. Now for this dude, we want to press E to pick him up, and we want to chuck him back in our little pod at the side. Now we don't need to leave the ship here if we don't want to. We ideally want to get this little crate over here because it has upgraded weapons and stuff in. Now, there's another little dude around the corner and he has the key on him. So move round the corner, line him up and shoot. You've got a little bar above his head which is pretty much telling you once it fills up, that's it, he's going to shoot or something. So you need to kill him before that time's up, otherwise he'll shoot at you and you've got to dodge that. So we're going to pick up the key, and this unlocks that door, and then when you click on this, these usually give quite nice weapons. If you've got no room in here, you could just send it to your stash. So we've got other weapons that we've got off the dudes we've killed. So if you just press E on top of these, it'll put them into your stash, so when you leave the ship and finish the mission, they all go to your stash. Or if you've got plenty of room in your inventory, they'll just go into there. So we'll go back round and get this other crate thing. And then I'm going to put that one in the stash because I don't use them at the moment. I don't really need them. And then we're just going to click E on the seat and then F to go straight back to our old base. And just keep F pressed. And then we need to drop him off into that drop off point. Give you little details on what you've done, how many you've killed, and if you triggered any alarms or anything. And that's pretty much the gist of the game. You've got different types of missions: assassinate, capture, steal an object. So let's go and steal an object this time. This is medium difficulty. Now, sometimes I can do this pretty well, other times I'm really bad at it. And it's just one of those games. It takes a little bit of time to get used to the controls. And if you get knocked unconscious on the ship, they will chuck you out into space. Now if that happens, you need to press spacebar and you'll get a little thing over here that says remote control your pod, and then you've got to try and catch yourself on the pod. I'll show you how to do that. If I can get on the ship, that is. Come here. Okay. So I'm going to purposely get knocked out here. Right, unconscious. He's going to carry me, oh dear, over to the ship and chuck us out. There we go. So press space and remote control your pod, and then you've got only a limited amount of time to get yourself. So there we go. Right, and now you can go back to the ship. Now let's try not do that again, because I've got quite a lot of decent gear on this guy. And I don't want to get killed. Right, we've only got a set amount of time now, so I can't remember what we need to do. Let's go kill. Okay, we've got 87 seconds to get to the captain's seat. Let's have a look out. Have we got any more dudes? Right, there's 3 over there. So let's try and kill him. Stun him. Fire at him, and let's have we got a teleporter? Okay, so let's put that on our left mouse click, and then we can port over there. Oh, and we've gotten back, and there we go. All done. Put that there and see what weapons we can pick up. We'll just pick up everything, send it to our stash and sort it out later. Is there any other places we can go to pick anything up? Nope. So let's go to our seat and then fly back to our base. There we go, droppers. And you've got this liberation meter here, and the more that fills up and finishes at the end, I think you unlock new systems and missions and stuff like that. There's also story modes. If you go over here, click on this, you've got little dudes you can talk to, and that will give you the actual campaign to do. But I don't want to spoil that for you. I'll leave you to do that if you fancy playing this game. And that's my current review on this, and if you have a tenner spare, I'd highly recommend buying it, because I've had quite a few hours of fun on it already. So it's easy to play, but it's hard to master, but you'll have a lot of fun using all the different weapons and tools and stuff you can get. If you like the look of this game and you would like to see more gameplay, please leave a comment below and I'll record some more footage.